Alright. No, bitch. Alright. Let's make sure we're recording this shit. Well, there's a lot to talk about now in the, I'm 26 or something. I don't care. Age, doesn't matter, really, because I'm still a virgin and waiting for marriage. Some shit. Really, if you're like thinking about getting screwed before it's too late, do it, because you're gonna be 26 and still thinking about it, and you're surrounded by women who are already, well, far more mature than you are in that department. So you're just wasting your time trying to be, and for me, as a black male in his 20s, it's life is extremely complicated. You walk on eggshells in society because um, nobody gives a shit about you. You might as well be in jail, dead, or they basically just use you for slave labor or something like that. You're not, you can't define it as slavery because you're getting paid for it, but you're getting paid like dimes. You're getting pennies. Doing a lot of work and just getting paid shit for it. But you know, I don't, I don't consider myself someone who is incapable of working a decent job somewhere and getting paid decent money. A lot of black guys my age end up working very bad jobs because they just don't see it any other way. This is it. They're gonna get nowhere, have no money. As soon as I get full time at TSA, I'm gonna have enough to get an apartment. I'm talking about it'll be my apartment. Problem is, I'm thinking about transferring to Florida, so I'm not. We'll see. Maybe in time I'll be doing this thing in Florida on my own, or maybe I'll bunk with my cousin down there and just go to my work down there because New York is stupid. It's just the worst place to work. I wish I could have grown up in Florida, but what can you do? A lot of nice looking people going out today at LaGuardia. It's great air. I mean, it's a very confusing airport to try to navigate through, but it's far better than JFK. For me personally, when I went to LaGuardia to go fly out somewhere, it was just a heaven because there was no complex maze of bullshit that you have to go through like they do at JFK because it's New York, and here in New York everything's confusing. I don't know how anything gets done over here. This is truly insane. This city. There's crime. There's labyrinthian architecture. You can't find anything, and yet it works somehow. It's just a testament to human survival. But the point of this video is to express my thoughts on the nature of internet life, or the continuing growth and evolution of it. It is. I was watching an episode of Criminal Minds, and one of the quotes on it was that the internet is the greatest experiment of anarchy that humankind has ever seen. And I so truly believe that now because, when I first started using the internet heavily, I was about 12. Then as I went to high school, the internet became a place to get away from high school. Here you have this terrible place getting shitted on by a bunch of dudes, and then you got the internet where you can go and relax and talk about shit that you like to talk about. The problem that came there was that I was unprepared for the complexities of people. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of very smart people out there, and some of them are not using their intellect for the betterment of mankind. They're using it for the destruction of mankind. They want to fuck everybody over. And so I met face to face with one of those guys once, and to my greatest, I think, my disappointment, that I actually took that guy seriously. I went back to the forum like several years later and read some old posts, and it was him, the guy that shitted on me, and he's there gloating about how he just fucked up another thread. I took it seriously when I was a kid, but years later I'm like, wow, this guy's insane. So that's what I really learned, that there are people who are sitting around at a computer and just being dicks. And I should have concentrated on girls back then, but I was so stupid. I didn't care about that. I wanted to talk about Star Wars and lightsabers and all that stuff. And I mean, you know, there's no heroes online. You can't be a hero on the internet. You're gonna freaking win in this thing. So, what is it good for? There is good to the internet. I experienced that when I was going to college. I went to college, and then I really went to college. The great thing about that time was that I was just on. I was just learning. I bought the PSP, and I was just, I bought the PSP primarily to play GTA on a bus, and all that stuff I wanted to do with it. And then the thing exploded once they figured out how to exploit the PSP and put emulators on it, and I was a part of that as it grew. And there was a time when this moment happened, when all these people who would have never met came together and broke the PSP a new one, man. Just tore it to pieces. And we did hack the shit out of it. We created cheat devices for the video games so that we could modify the video games. And I created the cheats here and there using various kinds of cheats, and through my own little bit of ingenuity. I'm not smart enough to do the coding, although I've tried to learn it. You know, that stuff you really need to take your time and learn, because it's basically mathematics. And I can do math, but I'm not. It takes time. Math is a time-consuming bitch. But that was the thing that happened there. And the fucked up thing is that none of it would have happened if the internet didn't exist. So that truly is amazing. That instance where millions of people were able to contribute to some kind of big, massive experiment in this PSP was the moment when, very rapidly, within a few months, the thing was torn to pieces and put back together in all kinds of ways that allowed us to do all sorts of things. And if there's any good that came of the internet, that was it. We can see the worst sides of humanity, but also we can see the best. Now the question is there a possibility that we could do even better next time? Maybe for advancements in medicine or whatever. My experience in the military is discouraging me in that aspect, because there is to me, it seems like they have all the cures for every disease. They just don't let the rest of the world have it. It's like they gave me a freaking cold in there and took it away within a week. You're telling me that something that people don't have the cure for, apparently they can cure me of it within a week? That's weird. And whatever it is they know how to do, they're not telling us. But this is different. The internet is truly like free, though at least the last frontier. It's amazing. We want to go out into space and shit, but we have this huge unexplored thing right here that's ready and open and free to explore the possibilities, and it's just ready right here. We can do it. Problem is, you got people who got their Ivy League education or whatever, and they're sitting there talking about how they have all the answers and you should shut up. So that's a problem, you know. And, I mean, I'm getting angry, honestly, or butthurt, or whatever, at that kind of condescending smugness that I see all the time, and even had to see when I was at work working with some bitch who got her little associate's degree and walks all over everybody, who's just basically doing a rampaging job there. You know, I liked her a lot. She's a good chick beneath all of the snobbish attitude, but it's like it's just that's what's going on. We got people like that fucking walking around pissing on people trying to do the right thing, and it's not helping anybody. You know, I'm gonna continue to work out, try to build my muscles for the Avengers premiere. I don't know when that movie comes out. I'm gonna go see the Stooges tomorrow, so right before I go to work. Work's not bad. It's just you know, like it is what it is. You know, dealing with people and shit. Like I don't know, man. I don't see myself being in that kind of position where I have to be a leader of anybody. But it ends up being that way sometimes. I gotta be all kind of manly and shit. And I don't want to do that shit. I just want to chill, make money. But I prefer. I mean, it's a good job. A lot of jobs have your ass doing something that you shouldn't be doing in the rain and sleet and snow and shit. It's almost like having an office job. I can imagine those people. They just sit at the office doing solitaire all day, playing chess on a computer screen. I've seen it. I saw a guy playing chess at his job. He's just chilling. You know, he's probably a telephone guy. That's a good job too. You can get into like a telephone marketing thing or something like that. Not telephone marketing, but you know, there's people that call centers. It's a real good job. You just gotta know your shit. You know, you can't just fuck around. Um, Money's good, that's for sure. Um, and the project to continue the Real Ghostbusters series still on. I'm planning out the first episode. You know, I really hope to make a good show that is a intelligent show that kind of discusses very deep and meaningful, profound subjects about life, and that's the point. Is that it's different than most shows you would encounter that are in this kind of style with toys and shit. It's actually pretty interesting rather than simply a big dumb waste of time. Because I like to do that. I don't like things that are just porn. You know, Michael Bay's movies are just porn to me. Kids might enjoy it, but they have no meat to the bone. It's just garbage. So I'm not looking forward to anything he has to say or do anymore. After he's wasted 3 movies of Transformers, I can't fucking believe that. How can you make that many Transformers movies and not one of them makes any goddamn sense or does anything that actually, you know, move you? It's just stupidness. And I hate him. I mean, it's fucking Transformers. You can't mess that up. All you have to do is watch a cartoon episode and do that. Instead, you just made it worse. You know, that's why GoBots sucked, because it wasn't Transformers. Transformers had awesomeness. GoBots had shit. And now you make GoBots. All right, that's it.